Well, for more, we're able to speak now to our senior reporter, Catherine Norris-Trent. Catherine, first of all, these fierce battles for control of the east are raging on, with Russia's strategy shifting somewhat.
Good morning, Thomas. We're increasingly seeing Russian troops now approaching the town of Lysychansk, which is just across the river from Severodonetsk, not directly, but from villages to the south and southwest, as well as some to the north. They have a strategy of encircling Lysychansk. They've been bombing access roads for the past few days, making that extremely difficult there, extremely difficult to evacuate civilians. And they're managing to take ground slowly but surely in the villages southwest of Lysychansk. And that gives them somewhat of a strategic advantage, because attacking from directly across the river is somewhat of a defensive advantage for the Ukrainian troops stationed there. So we're also hearing from British military intelligence that they believe it's highly likely Russia is seeking to deploy a large amount of reserves to the Donbas region, so further reinforcing that battle there around the Severodonetsk region. This looks set to be another long, grinding battle using pounding of heavy artillery and then fighting block by block. So this is grinding on there in the east of Ukraine. Meanwhile, just a bit further northeast in the Kyiv region, there renewed ferocious bombing has been taking place. The regional governor saying that 15 people were killed on Tuesday in bombing across the region, and a metro station being damaged inside the city of Kyiv itself.
Now, Catherine, we've also been hearing from Ukraine's President Volodymyr Zelensky, who's released yet another nightly video message, and he's been calling on Europe once again to do more.
That's right. Volodymyr Zelensky has really been spending the past few days carrying out frantic diplomatic lobbying of all his European counterparts, all the European officials that he can. So he spoke yesterday with the leaders of Portugal, Spain and Hungary, as well as representatives of the Irish government. And he met here in Kyiv with the Prime Minister of Luxembourg. And he's trying to drum up support ahead of the meeting of EU leaders who he hopes will give a green light to candidate status for Ukraine as it's seeking to join the EU. President Zelensky says he's increasingly confident that this will happen, that they will be granted immediate candidate status, but he's not leaving anything to chance. Today looks set to be another diplomatic marathon for President Zelensky and his officials as they seek to convince any European leaders who may be wavering or may still have questions there. A recent opinion poll, another one published, showed that around 87% of Ukrainians are in favour of joining the EU. That has been hovering around the 90% mark in various opinion polls, although it's difficult to see how they can reach people in war-torn areas further east. And President Zelensky is also really pushing home with European leaders. He wants a 7th round of sanctions on Russia. So not just the candidate status, but more economic measures against Russia.